No, I didn't forget about Thanksgiving, don't worry. If you are hungry for a Thanksgiving painting tutorial, let's start with this easy painting. I'm going to do back and forth strokes with some teal paint on the top half of my picture, and then at the bottom I'm going to do dark brown. This is going to represent a table and a wall, and then I'm going to dry it. Taking my medium round brush, I'm going to do a large oval sitting kind of in the center. It's on the brown part, but up in the teal a little bit. This is going to be our plate for Thanksgiving. And I'm taking a detail brush, taking some gray. I'm just going to do a smaller oval inside and then clean up the lines. This is just the start to our plate. You can pretend it's fancy china or a paper plate, either way. I just used white. And then while I have the white out, I'm going to use my pouncer and make some polka dots in the background. Let's make this look like some funky wallpaper. I don't know, like at grandma's house. There we go. Now taking a detail brush with tan, I'm going to do a slanted line in the middle of my plate down to the right. And then on that back point, I'm going to do one going up to the left. We're going to get a lesson in perspective today. Then let's see, at the top of that little line, I'm going to do a horizontal line over that slanted line down to the right. This represents the side of your pie. To do the top of the pie, we're going to do a line from that corner point up to the right then, and then connect the front to the back to make the back half of your pie. Ooh, I'm starting to see it. And then just connect the front. There we go. So that's the start to your shape. I'm going to fill in the top half to look like pie crust. My mom and grandmother always had good pie crust. It was always nice and brown, so I'm going to take some nutmeg brown and do a couple strokes there, making it look like it was just out of the oven, just lightly toasted. Ooh, let's do some crust, some wavy lines on that top edge there. You can make that look browned too with a little bit of nutmeg. Depends how well done you like it. And then fill it in. You can make this any kind of pie you like. At first I'm going to use dark brown. You could pretend it's chocolate and stop right there, but I'm going to decorate it a little bit more. So just filling in with that dark color. Ooh, let's do a couple strokes for those fork marks, you know, when you stab it. Now I'm going to take a smaller pouncer and red. I'm going to do some polka dots in that brown part to make it look like cherries. Now, I'm not a huge fan of cherry pie, but I do like the color, so I'm doing it specifically just for the bright red. And then after doing that, you dry it and clean up those edges, make the pie crust look nice and thick. You're hiding those rough edges of those cherries. There you go. I'm even going to take my detail brush with some white and add some highlights on the edges there. Oh, it's nice and shiny. Do even some half circle shines in those cherries. And I'm going to make it look like it's steaming. Do some white little lines with your detail brush going up from the pie itself. Ooh, and let's blend in that plate. I'm going to take some gray and just make it look like it's shaded a little bit. It's up to you how much detail you do, but I don't like to leave it perfectly white. And then I'm going to do some shading with some dark brown on the bottom and the back of my pie. Clean up any lines you like, and there is a simple pie painting just in time for Thanksgiving. If you like beginner painting tutorials like this, follow me for more. Happy painting!